Hello, good morning, my lovely cutie beauties. It's your girl Happiness here. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, I'm sorry it's taken a long time for me to do another video. That's because I've been down with malaria for the past 3 days now. But thanks to heavens, I am getting better. So that is actually what inspired today's video. Okay, so today's video I'll be bringing you tips, bringing you a very simple home remedy on how to treat malaria or dengue fever at home. This works 100% uh, fast, and it also gives it's also 100% natural remedy. No preservative, no additives, no nothing. Okay, sorry my voice might sound a little dull. Okay, I'm also down with cold flu, and it's kind of I've been coughing a lot lately, but it's also going, it's also clearing. So today's video I'll be talking about malaria. Well, I won't dwell much on malaria, but I'll just tell you a little about malaria and then give you this simple home remedy. So what is malaria? Malaria, let me not go into definition. So what causes malaria? Mosquito bites is causes malaria. They say when a female mosquito bites you, it deposits anemia in your system, and this anemia it kills the blood cells, and when you have shortage of blood cells, it leads to the shortage it shortens oxygen in your system, and when you have a very low oxygen level, it leads to death. That is also why a lot of people die of malaria. Worldwide, it's recorded that 330,000 people die of malaria, and we have the World Health Organization predicted that 3.2 to 3.4 people are at risk of malaria worldwide. So it's a very important and very sensitive issue. So those of us in Africa, we see it as a minor issue. We see ourselves as being immune to malaria, but the truth is millions of people die of malaria every year. Okay, thousands of children die of malaria, and it's also recorded that every second a child dies of malaria. It's very pathetic, it's very painful, and it's not something we should just overlook as one of those sicknesses that we can go through with medication, or we can just ignore. So when you're having malaria, these are the signs and symptoms you get that will let you know you're having malaria. One is fever, which is the most common one. Fever, you notice that your body temperature rises really high, and you begin to shiver. And okay, the second is headache, having a severe headache, and then on that you also have rash, and you also have muscle and joint pains, and also myalgia. Okay, those are the signs, those are the symptoms of malaria. So once you have these symptoms, it's best you treat yourself immediately. Don't allow it to stay to prolong. Malaria can be very trickish. It can attack you in the evening, and by the next morning you feel somewhat healthy all through the day, that you become so complacent that you're fine, nothing is wrong, and you believe that you're all healthy and you don't need to take medication. And then when it's evening from 6 p.m., it comes back with full force, and it comes back even stronger than it was the previous day. So don't ignore malaria, don't ignore the signs. Once they come, treat yourself immediately. And the remedy I'm going to give you on how to treat malaria at home, malaria and dengue fever. Sorry, I'm calling just malaria. This also applies to dengue fever. Okay. The recipe or remedy I'll be giving is for both. um, a lot of people have also testified using this recipe to remedy malaria disease and dengue fever disease. So what is this? Papaya leaf, pawpaw leaf, and garlic. Okay, How do you go about this? You get fresh pawpaw leaves. When you get your fresh papaya leaves, okay, you blend it and juice it out. As in, how I prepare is I blend it with water. It's easier, blending with water. So after blending with water, you kind of juice out the water, dilute it very well. Don't drink the very concentrated one, else it will lead to something else. Okay, so dilute it very much with water. Then get a clove of garlic for one big ragolis of um, papaya leaf juice. You need one clove of garlic. Peel it off, blend it, and add to the papaya leaf juice. Shake it up well together and drink this morning and night. A cup in the morning and a cup at night before going to bed. If you want to take it 3 times a day, you take half a cup in the morning, half a cup in the afternoon, and half a cup in the night. But believe me, you only want to take it morning and night, because the taste is not, it's not pleasing at all. So it's not something anyone would want to take often and on. So it's recommended you take a full glass in the morning, a full glass in the night. The taste is bad, okay, but don't let that discourage you. Natural products, herbal products can taste really disgusting, but they work very well and they give you the results of what you're treating for without leaving any harmful side effects. That's why I always prefer to go herbal whenever I'm taking care of any health and beauty issue. Okay, so that's it. That's what I want to share with you today. Don't take malaria or dengue fever for granted. They kill a lot. They've killed thousands, and it will continue killing so long as you ignore it. And apart from treating it, it's better you prevent mosquitoes from coming into your residence, coming around you, and coming to your body as much as possible. Because if you prevent them from getting to you, you also prevent yourself from getting these diseases. Because prevention, they say, is always better and ever better than cure. So if for you to prevent mosquitoes from getting into your house, make sure your apartment, your house is properly protected with mosquito nets. You also use mosquito repellents and insecticides, okay, to keep them away from you. Even when you're outside, you want to make sure you keep mosquitoes away from you. If you're walking in the garden, you can get a clove. Cloves repel mosquito. Lime also repels mosquito. And one good way of repelling mosquito when you are outside, because you want to sit outside to either take fresh air, or there are always different reasons for you to want to recreate yourself outside. But don't let mosquito prevent you, and don't put yourself on mosquitoes to feed on and give you diseases. So the best thing to do is get a clove, get some cloves, get about three half cuts um, lime, okay. In one half cut lime, you pin 10 to 15 cloves to one, and do that in the three of them, and keep them around you. You see that mosquitoes will stay very far away from you, they won't come close to you. So this is the tip I have for you today. I hope you find this really educational. I hope you find this really interesting. I hope this is gonna help a lot, a thousand and millions of people, because I really wish it's going to help. Actually, that's not what I use now for my issue, for my malaria. That's why it took longer for it to go. Where I moved into my new apartment, I don't have papaya leaves around. So since I couldn't find that, I used Samohan instead. I'll talk about Samohan in a subsequent video. I used Samohan, and miraculously it's taking care of both my malaria, the cold, flus, the pains, and I'm receiving as a result of the malaria. It has taken care of it in a matter of just 2 days. My God! In fact, don't worry, and I'll talk about Samahan in my next video. Okay, so that will be all for now. Do enjoy your day, and do share this video to as much people who will need it. Well, don't say as much people who will need it. You don't know who will need it. As long as you will need it, someone else will need it. 1,000 of people need this. So don't keep it to yourself. Share to as much as you want. Let people know about this and save lives. Okay, see you all in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're visiting my channel for the first time, because trust me, there are a lot of interesting tips coming to my channel and which are already in my channel you're going to benefit from. So if you're a newcomer, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Okay, see you all next time. Love you now and always. Bye. Mwah.